3L?
Yeah, we saw quite a lot of maps of a lot of people. That was fascinating. There was golden days. And human orc is so potent. It's also really straightforward in many ways. And it has so strong synergies versus other races. For example, like, there was another tournament that we won against Orc Undead in the final, yAwS and Knopf. I think Knopf is still playing every now and then. yAwS is not really a thing anymore. I mean, I met the guy a couple of years ago. He's playing HOTS for Team Liquid or something, but he was an Undead player, really well playing here in Germany. And they have this lack of dispel for a long while, where we just took... where you can just take advantage of. And then we brought like Human Night Elf with lots of different spells. Is it like Dryad, Talent, this, that, and the other. Then if you hit the right spot at the right time, you can just like completely overwhelm them. And I think, yeah, lack of dispel is definitely something before they hit destroyers that can hit them hard. I mean, with the Orc player, that can bring some dispel usually. I mean, it's not always the case. He's also setting his base up differently. He's going for an early Farseer and then transitioning into late Headhunters, because the barracks is quite late, prioritizing tech. So that might be indicating that they want to head into like some kind of a Spirit Walker display scenario. On the other side, Archmage Farseer, nothing out of the unordinary. It's pretty straightforward. They're going to be creeping. They're going to be trying to gather some XP to then in the mid game where human Orc really shines. You can just like have this really strong army with second heroes joining, defense being nasty against the fiends, and then also like healing waves, chain lightning, maybe a Stormbolt or Blood Mage. Let's see about that. But first, it's the mercenary camp.
That's right. That's the norm on this map. To introduce the players a little bit and their 2-on-2 capabilities. People might be surprised to see LawLiet as human, but he's a great off-race human. Was a little bit frustrated with the Night of Undead matchup, understandably, and experimented a bit with that. Has, of course, a great teacher in SOC. One of the best 2-on-2 players we have in the scene, LawLiet, I'd say. Soin was his longtime partner as well in the 2-on-2, so that is an established team, which is usually quite helpful. FoCuS also one of the best 2-on-2 players that we have. LabyRinth, though, very, very new to the game mode. Usually only a one-on-one player. He still has a lot to learn, but they had a match yesterday and hopefully do some adjustments, as Orc vs Undead late game can be incredibly powerful if you get it together. But as you said already, lost it? Nope. It's all about timings, and the human Orc wants to explore tier 1, tier 2 timings, while Orc and Undead will want to go for tier 3. And then we're brawling.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that they're sticking together. Like, FoCuS and LabyRinth are basically becoming one now and then running in a tandem from spot to spot, while in the meantime, LawLiet is just taking every XP that he can get to close on level 3. I mean, the Farseer alone is pesky, right, from FoCuS, but from Soin, but it doesn't really keep the decay from getting experience or creeping. So the decay now is still not level 2. He needs a wolf at least or something to get that level. That would be so important to micro everything a little better, have that healing on the field, nice piercing damage coming in from FoCuS with the headhunters, and also now the mercenaries helping out. Strong fight here from the red team.
Yeah, this is a development. Like, creeping together was never really a thing. One was harassing, the other was creeping, was usually the dynamic. Nowadays we see this a little more, to just finish camps faster, to, as you see now, get access to the mercenary camp, which is holding the line in this fight. And that is something the Korean team has to overcome. Well, they're both Korean teams that LawLiet and Soin have to overcome. But I don't think anything of significance will fall here. It's just testing the waters and unfolding tech.
Yeah, especially with the huge piercing range army. Look at this. Just pushing for so much. Even the level 2 waterman cannot really do anything. It's just like dwindling numbers here for the side of LawLiet and Soin. They really need to get back here without feeding too much XP into this machinery. Yeah, and FoCuS is picking up the pace. Like with that Berserker, that is like super strong. Also closing in on tier 2. All of those are basically. Undead is a little behind, but not much. So we're gonna see tier 2 heroes, choices, everything that's now coming together. We have a paladin coming that I like, keeping the heroes alive, as well as double arcane for LawLiet, the human player. And on the other side, we see the TC. That is so nice. You can position him quite aggressively with a storm and then just heal him with the power of the Holy Light. So I think that can be super potent, especially against Orc Undead, where you just want to stun things and maybe nuke something down. Can also be used as a nuke against the Undead army, so where it comes in handy twice. but we see FoCuS going straight for tier 3, same for LabyRinth. So they will be weak in the midsection of this game without having too many buildings or heroes being laid to the party. Wonder how that goes.
Yeah, they need to make sure that there's no expansion maybe on the LawLiet Soin side of things. Are we checking for Soin? Yeah, okay. Headhunter's incredibly powerful. That's what everybody seems to be aiming for. But you mentioned the Paladin, and in the past couple of weeks we always talked about a dynamic of Shadowhunter and Blood Mage, because Blood Mage feeds the Shadowhunter. You have infinite healing and you reduce mana of the opponent. That seems to be the established 2-on-2 hero, but I love the Paladin as well. Devotion Aura got buffed in one of the recent patches, and it's so much armor if you level him up, plus the healing that you mentioned already. Human and 2-on-2 in general, a wonderful race.
Yeah, super versatile, really can create crazy situations. Also, like through the spell mages that you have Dispel accessible, you have a lot of healing, you have a lot of more sustain that you just mentioned, like free upgrades, defense upgrades in terms of like having the devotion hour with you, and then also the power to save things with an instant heal, which is also different from the Shadowhunter heal. And if you get Shadowhunter and also the Blood Mage, it just leaves you on the little bit of a passive side, right? Because you don't have too much that really nukes something down. I mean, you have a Hex, yes, but the Blood Mage is more for the area of effect or something with the banish, but mainly for draining the mana and distributing the mana to the right sources. I like these choices where you want to be maybe a little bit more aggressive and dictating the pace of the game. It makes sense to set this up this way.
So far, the Undead Orc combo is quite dictating with all that piercing damage still. We got the defense upgrade up, but only low numbers, and you just then select a different target, and then defense doesn't affect you. But here comes Soin to the rescue. TC being nuked immediately. Would love to have a Shadowhunter now. It's just one stomp on the heroes, not much. But Militia being called, intercepting some of the Fiends. One goes down, the other is hurt. And I think LawLiet and Soin got this under control now.
Yeah, Skull of the Beast was being used, so for that reason they were so strong and could also kill the shop, so there are no more breakers coming out. We're gonna have Priest with Dispel being joining. Tier 3 is about to hit. We see the Kodo Beast coming out. On the other side, the Kodo is already coming out for FoCuS. Tier 3 upgrades being researched. He's a little ahead versus Soin, so they might be able to re-engage here on favorable odds from their standpoint. The shop is being reconstructed by LawLiet, so that he can actually bring some more breakers in. But he's gonna stay on tier 2 for the rest of the game.
Ooh, I love Labby with the Pit Lord. Doesn't help against the breakers, but against everything else. And Destroyers are coming up as well. FoCuS and Labby, they're hitting their timings. Compared to yesterday, Labby lost like 5 Fiends less than we've seen yesterday. Which is of course very good for them. Levels though, TC is not level 2, Lich is not level 2. That's a bit of a liability, as LawLiet was buying a lot of time, being the sole victim of these pushes, and Soin was able to creep, so that might be their strong suit here.
Yeah, but now not having an expansion. I mean, they're facing double tier 3 versus tier 2, tier 3 mix. Let's see how that goes. I mean, he's fighting the Orc with the defense that works well. Dispel coming in now to get rid of the Wolves. That is also really nice. Lich is in an awkward position, being stunned and blocked. The TC is not able, or actually the Holy Light closes in on that kill. That was really good. And now LabyRinth all of a sudden and FoCuS need to disengage.
That's right. There is double Unholy Aura or double movement speed aura, which makes things a little easier. But that was a crazy misposition by LabyRinth. Shouldn't happen. Unfortunately, as much as I love to see him in 1-on-1 and 2-on-2, so far still a liability to the team.
I mean, the Undead is still the quarterback and the star of the show in 2-on-2, because you have the strongest nuke, you have all the capabilities. If you hit tier 3, you can also be fed by your ally, who usually stays on 50. And then you get additional resources without an expansion to just go into these crazy high supply numbers. And with that, you get so many new tools. Is it like upgrades? Is it like different or more destroyers to dispel consecutively? So I think overall, as long as he gets his shit together, so to say, he should be in a really, really good spot. He now gets more experience, which is also key on those on these heroes. And then FoCuS just needs to be this kind of like mitigator and setting it up for LabyRinth to just like make sure that he scores the goal.
I agree. That is the late game potential of Orc and Undead, but LawLiet ties things up with an expansion, and with Mass you can overwhelm class to a certain degree. And maybe FoCuS comes in here as the counter to that with a tiny Great Hall. If he can save the resource. I mean, he has 550. That's somewhat an indicator that a tiny is on the way.
Yeah, I think he's looking at it. Finding a couple of things. Yeah, tiny is coming. They know human orc needs to set up this expansion as the human is like now tied on tier 2, as I mentioned. This is the only way out, because you will not be able to engage into the undead base most of the time, and also fighting into the orc base with the peons and the burrows, it's quite hard. You want to have these additional resources so that you can reskill into Blizzard, that you can set up like a better scale, that maybe even the orc can go into another production building, like we can see right now with the second barracks. Sometimes you might even add like another bestiary just to have like more things that you can add to the mix, like more wyvern, for example, or you want to add like a couple bad riders to get rid of the destroyers quicker, which is super powerful. But yeah, let's see how they play it out. The paladin is closing in on level 3. You mentioned that the devotion aura is quite a thing. That would be really good to heal the heroes. We also see the orc already has like 3/3/3 with the shadow hunter holding a mana stone, which is super nice. On top of the brilliance aura, you have like such a high mana regeneration, plus the ability to consume that at a later stage when needed. And now we have 61 supply plus 56 supply from Soin on the side of the blue team, and FoCuS with 56 and LabyRinth with 60 supply. So it's equally the same with the expansion and the economy equaling out. It will be quite interesting to see. Scrolls play a huge factor. We have FoCuS with like 2 scrolls and a protection scroll, 2 healing and a protection. And a lot of random illusions that can be toyed with.
Ooh, okay. Maybe a little trap can be set up here. 2 Crypt Lords. Okay, being dispelled immediately. Not the greatest trap. He should go back to Magician School. But wolves are attacking a little bit. This is gonna be a big fight. Maybe for the victory. You mentioned the scrolls. Absolutely necessary against all that AoE. This is a lot of chaos. TC being nuked on FoCuS' side. Gets an Invo Potion and is saved. Breakers, of course, not the greatest damage dealers, but they have an insane amount of armor, not being nuked, and I feel like Soin is taking control over FoCuS at the top, and LawLiet is also able to bounce back LabyRinth, who is not the greatest Fiend player, and the heroes still get it together here with Brilliance Aura and Devotion Aura combined.
Yeah, Soin is doing so much better, to be honest. Like having the third hero 3/3/3, as well as like the overwhelming forces there. He just storms in. Also, FoCuS TC for the most part only stomped the breakers. That was just like poor execution. But on the other side, Soin with the healing. Now you can see the beauty of the paladin as well as the shadow hunter, who still holds the mana stone. DK is now forced without mana to just go to the other side. Crypt Lord died already, and you can see FoCuS is disengaging by TPing out. LabyRinth is trying to fight his way out, maybe picking up a couple of the reinforcers coming. But yeah, so far there's nothing that he can catch. Or maybe that one breaker, but this is harder to kill because he cannot nuke it. Would have liked to maybe get a Kodo or like a headhunter that he can just snipe before jumping out. But yeah, with the level 2 aura, might be even able to run away. Expansion is set up. I think supply-wise still kind of equal. I think the biggest problem that they're facing is the XP gap.
Yeah, Lich is still not 3. Crypt Lord was killed, so of course he couldn't level. That's also still level 2. This is not great, as the human and orc heroes on the other side are getting quite dangerous. FoCuS is back, so they lured them away to the left-hand side to Soin's original base to prepare another push. FoCuS, I really hope you have a speed scroll. Okay, he does, as there's not too much slow or CC in the mix anyway. Kill the tower, distracts a little bit, prevents them from going to shops. But yeah, this is an expensive one here, as LawLiet and Soin were in position pretty much right away again.
I mean, he snatched one of the breakers on top and killed the peasant line. That was good. I think he should definitely reskill now into Blizzard. It will be so important to also mess with the orc forces. Once he has that and it's coming, they will be even stronger in the fights, and he cannot stay in the back of his base. He needs to somehow reposition. I mean, we can see also Labby is trying to catch reinforcements, while also just forcing them back. But now as they're engaging on FoCuS base, killing the shop first and foremost, which keeps you from buying like potions and everything that you would need. it will be rough. Maybe they're even sacking this base, because I don't think this offers any kind of a good fighting position. And then FoCuS will just be feeding into LabyRinth and see if he can catch up and create this like overwhelming force of everything that he needs. Wolves are now in the expansion of FoCuS as well, messing with that while the expansion is being attacked. And now they find themselves in an awkward position. Labby is TPing in. He's on top of everything.
Oh my, that was a sick impale, but no follow-up. TC's being called in the middle, but who's stuck with whom? Both with invul potions, one lasts longer than the other. Of course, FoCuS trying to squeeze through, but Soin shuts the door on the right-hand side. FoCuS is stuck. Labby has to fight alone. This is not great. All hope seems lost. Criplord finally gets level 3, but gets shut down immediately. The Blizzard call by yAwS. Yep, the Blizzard call was a tremendous one. It's all hurt. Now finally squeezing through that needle hole, but is it too late?
Everything is about to die. Shadowhunter still full mana. I'm not sure why. Is he using anything? Is he like casting? I mean, the Blizzard is going crazy. We have another chain lightning on top of that. The Criplord is about to die if he has another stop, and I think he will get that one without one. There you go. Healing the TC up back to full. The Headhunters are cool, but they're not powerful enough to actually deal with the breakers, as the armor class is just really favorable for him. Yeah, Labby is just lacking more frontline. I mean, the Destroyer is dead now as well. The Kodos are nice and cool. They all haven't eaten except one. But they cannot really fight this head on, because they're missing a couple resources. They're missing a couple missing pieces, like for example more Abominations with Disease Cloud. Now the Blizzard is killing all the Peons. As much as the Boros are firing onto this army, they're being healed by this madness of Priest. Paladin with the level 2 Devotion aura. We also have still the Shadowhunter level 4 now. With so much mana, he can just heal everything back up. Expansion is being attacked, and it's trade-off time.
That Tome of Retraining was quite a climate change that hit FoCuS and Labby real hard. It was fascinating. At some point, Soin was 20 food down, but we're still able to turn it back thanks to this absurd damage output of an Archmage. Heals the Kodos in the back, and I guess you have to leave. Or left already, or disconnected. I don't know. Maybe lost time. Anyway, that was yAwS, everybody, and that was probably also game 1. Trade-off time indeed. GG's, yo, mate. It was such a pleasure having you on. Take care of the kid. That's definitely more important than taking care of 2 and 2 Warcraft games. Anytime, man. Open invitation. Open door policy for yAwS. So now, kind of shoes on the other foot, it is LawLiet and Soin standing in FoCuS's former base, who still has another expansion, so is still mining. But the supply is also quite even. This is an odd situation. The breakers, of course, are just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Weird dynamic switching from dual cast to solo cast in like a blink of an eye without an announcement, but yeah, 2-base it is. FoCuS can feed Labby to get an 80 food army out, and then maybe there's a chance, but it's gonna be hard. There is TPs, of course, on the LawLiet Soin side. They need to destroy him now before the TPs go off. Positioning is odd, because if you go into this position here, okay, which is gone now, but everything is going to be clumped up, and that's an invite for Blizzard. You also get Storm Chain Lightning. The AoE seems overwhelming. What's the way out for FoCuS and Labby? Zera Outlands, thank you for the Prime. And now, of course, 2 production buildings are better than... Or 2 producing teammates are better than 1 producing teammate. They got the damage done. The base is wiped. No production for FoCuS anymore. As Labby is expanding again. They want to take it even longer. AKA DKH Zera. Oh my. That is a blast from the past. Greetings. Always good to see people of DKH. So FoCuS has to feed Labby now, right? There's no other way. There shouldn't be another way. What's the limit? For Soin and LawLiet, I think they just want to close it out. Try to do as much damage to FoCuS as possible, because these units will never come back! Oh man, the sound of an impale, just beautifully done. TCs are having a tough time to connect here. Abomination of spreading the disease, but they should also be healing against it. Shadowhunter was in a bad spot. Nuke hits these headhunters as they're trying to march forward. But oh my god, DK in a world of trouble. So is the Lich. Pally is dead. Okay, Devotion Aura falls. Is there seriously a way to not lose this game for LabyRinth and FoCuS? They are fighting a million times better than they did yesterday. But how do you control the Blizzard? You can't impale at the moment. There is no dispel or no damage against the Destroyer, so that's an upside. But it's just AoE spells everywhere. It's insane, and of course no heal scrolls anymore. The Paladin might be gone, but the forces are still there. Almost twice the supply. And there shouldn't be a problem to close this game out. Yeah, they're all affected by the disease. Yeah, they're losing some health. But here's the Stomp, End Snare, Chain Lightning, Hex, and that's a kill on top of another triple kill on FoCuS's backline. It's beautiful. Archmage level 5, TC 6 feet under. And all hope is lost for FoCuS and Labby. They just have to realize it themselves, or I don't know what they're doing here. It's masochism at this point. GG. And LawLiet and Soin prevail with the 1-0 for now. One 0, man. 1-0. I love 2-2. What a beautiful 2-2 game. Even with LawLiet off race showing his prowess in the game, his off race capabilities. Human Orc, good combo, eh? I think so too. I love that. I mean, they could have gone the easy way to go Night Elf Orc, but it's not that great. So this combo works out beautifully. By the way, we boosted this up to consecutive streaming days. 63! What a number, dude. What a number. Tonight, of course, back to Warcraft Weekly Cup, 7 p.m. I'll be here as Carson is on tour. So, yeah, you have some time with me later tonight. New race in May, a new monthly. Human worker to counter the undead. True. It does make sense, but not always do people play what makes sense. Sometimes they want to brute force this. Whatever they have in their mind. And as you can see, not only do we have the Weekly Cup, we also have the Raraland qualifiers. If you want to participate at Raraland, the biggest Warcraft LAN in the world, you can do that. Fight for $10,000 in the qualifiers. Sign up back to warcraft.com/BWS qualifiers. This was us back in the day, DKH Multigaming. Dude, I love DKH always. Rain, Pain, Hux, of course. Star-Shaped. Warchief Ridge, Legend. Still is owning the FFA scene at the moment, by the way. It's fascinating. Podox, Fish, Rain, who's still very, very good at Dota. So yeah, a couple of people never left the scene. Podox vs. Take, never forget. I mean, that's the obvious one, eh? So Soin needs a minute. I need a minute too to refill my coffee. And you, well in nostalgia. God damn, I miss yAwS already. You miss yAwS? Can we get a wall of hearts in the chat for Mr. yAwS joining me for the first time in 3 years? I wanted to give him a proper goodbye, but then, you know, kid, kindergarten, all that stuff came in as this game went a little longer than before. There we go. Less than 3, less than 3. I want to see this guy more. That's a small wall. Yours for Star Coma? Yep. Star Coma attacks MTW. I think that's it? Not so sure. But good to see that people still remember stuff like Poker Clash, etc, etc. That was good times. So, Labby, FoCuS, down a map, and if they lose the next map, they lose the entire team match. As in the one-on-ones, it was LawLiet over Kaho, Happy over FoCuS. Labby got the point over Soin. So we find ourselves on a legendary map that is Lost Temple. It is again human orc, can't change within the series. And why would you? After playing such a wonderful game before. The second 2-on-2, by the way, will be Happy and Soin. Interesting choice. Wonder why they picked that. Maybe just thinking that Night Elf Undead isn't that great. But Happy has played Human Undead before, so could have played with LawLiet as well. As we have a little bit of a switch up. Blade Master on Soin's side. Dreadlord! OMG! What a blast from the past. It's been 4 years since I see a Dreadlord first. That was Infi back in the day, teaming with TH. And this can be pretty good as well. If you get an Expo up, which could be the plan. You see the build, you see, oh, no fiends anymore. Interesting, intriguing. What are you cooking up?
A player's forces are under attack.
What a nice addition to the pro scene this is. Stakoma. Stakoma for sure had yAwS, Dark, Koru. Pato was at Stakoma. Wow, I didn't know the NA squad.
Player's forces are under attack.
So Farsia is trying to harass, but similar to their one-on-one game on Equals, Blade Master's right there. I mean, Naniwa, hey? Yeah. Oh, he got the last hit with the grunt, did he? That's sick. He gets the surround as well.
Player's forces are under attack.
I mean, Naniwa has quite a dark past, so maybe not the most brilliant example. So yo, that was a sweet last hit. I think this Blade Master harass didn't go too well.
player's forces are under attack.
And it is a Dreadlord fast expansion. Ooh, I wonder if they regret not going faster. Blade Master can still chop this down. There's lots of movement in the middle, around the temple, around the fountain. And it feels like Dreadlord Ghoul's Farseer Headhunter works out well. Nice that they're cooking up new strats. And I wonder what the response is. You can split push quite a bit on Lost Temple, as you can divide the map in two.
A player's forces are under attack.
And a calm game so far. What's the timing gonna be? Oh, they switched to rifles. That could be threatening, as it will of course take a long time. And they're doubling down on WC3. Yo, that's a big tier 2. That's a big tier 2 timing.
Player's forces are under attack.
This has to hit then. They could also split push with raiders, of course, as you keep them busy with the rifle cast. But it's not gonna be easy at all to stop this undead force. Labby with the sleep, stopping the creep tag. They want the fountain so bad. And then they have double income. They got double consumables. Ghouls will be falling, of course. They are incredibly fragile and there's no healer. But they're just aiming for this Archmage. LawLiet found. And Soin suffering in the damage department as well. Labby and FoCuS, man. This is probably their best game in this entire competition this far. As far as I see it for now. And that's the Blade Master eviscerated. Damn, this game is looking great. Yeah, they definitely regret not going faster here. And I wonder what's the plan? Like rifle with Paladin again? Half of the fountain is gone. Ankh, pretty sweet. Everybody's trying to heal up here. Never find an orc at the fountain, especially when he's with grunts. So we split the fountain, huh? Definitely. Scroll of the Beast on the other side.
A player's forces are under attack.
And raiders coming. Raiders rifles. That's gonna be a lot of lockdown. But Soin is super low supply. Same can be said for Labby. But Labby did just not unfold his tier 2 yet, or even tier 3. And a counter expansion is brewing, so they just want to buy time. There is a lot of headhunters here that are rather squishy at this point. But what's the fighting army really for LawLiet and Soin? Blade Master is the biggest damage output. Dreadlord, what are you doing there? Trying to intercept some reinforcements, doesn't really work. Surrounds probably not LabyRinth's strong suit. And that Scroll of the Beast is painful now. Blade Master trying to fight target, goes into the backline. 2 headhunters down, 3 headhunters down. Oh my. That TC, if he lives, it's a sick impact. But I don't think he can live. He got an Ankh though. All that damage for just an item. But FoCuS is trying to reposition to save these headhunters. Can't save that one. Another footy in. Now comes Labby, finally trying to free the cow, but steak on the menu today. Ooh, was that the liability? He had a TP, could have joined at any time.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm fascinated that this worked out. I thought they took a beating here. I thought LabyRinth and FoCuS are going to take the game from there. TC walks through the Shadow Blade Master. Labby can't really find a nice way to engage, can he? Trying to backstep now as FoCuS is pushing out of his own base. And this is mostly single target on the FoCuS, on the LawLiet side. Carrion Swarm, oh so sick. Oh, that's brilliant. They waited for the tier 3 for a long time, and this just mass murder now. LawLiet has no TP. He can't get out. He's stuck on the cliff. And he might fall off of it. He's losing absolutely everything. Big damage done on FoCuS's army as well. Not like, of course. But that pendulum swung back heavily onto the human orc team. Even with an expansion, they're trying to fight out as Soin's come in. Well, not really to the rescue, just as a little bit of support. He basically watched him die, going for the DK. That's an easy kill. What's the DK doing here, man? LabyRinth, in the past couple of days, clearly with problematic DK positioning. And now you can get out. Ooh, that was rough. That put a dent in their play for sure, as LabyRinth is grinding. Tier 3 is done, which it is. No Crypt Lord this time. And LawLiet and Soin, they're stuck on tier 2. Rebuilding a barracks that was lost before.
A player's forces are under attack.
You can't see gold count, that's right.
A player's forces are under attack.
Why not though? It's better. I didn't see that. Sorry about it.
A player's forces are under attack.
So LawLiet and Soin know that they can never take a straight up fight anymore at this stage of the game. They could win it via economy or split push distraction. But oi, tiny.
Is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Instant scout though, sick movement. That's not the first time this happens. Oh no! The fly cosplay! Ay, ay, ay. Just when they got back to a degree. I feel like Labby is just taken off. There is still a chance that FoCuS and Labby are botching the fight a bit. But armies are getting better. We get Fiends in, Destroyers in, Tri-Hero, Orbub. And the sweet 69 supply.
Player's forces are under attack.
That's a sick paladin though. But how useful are these raiders? Carrion Swarm Ice Shard. Something we don't see every day.
The town is under siege.
Is that a second Nova? I'm not too sure what the spells are of the Ice Revenant. But as I said, they have good split push capabilities, especially with the raiders. So we're pushing into FoCuS space. It's LawLiet versus FoCuS, even if it doesn't look that way. And here, Soin is taking care of the Great Hall that he scouted before, while his base is under attack. Labby this time with a more timely TP, very aggressive, but TP was pressed before, so only a stomp, not even much damage. And Soin does what a raider army does and takes down that base. That was an expensive one. In the meantime, oh my god, there's so much action. Ghouls pressuring the peasants with no fortification, but they're being caught by rifles. Everybody counters the other, and I really hope Soin has a TP. Yes, he does. So he can get out at any given time. If there's no straight up fight anymore, how good is the Dreadlord? Infi and TH, miraculously, always found a way to give him level 6. And then he's insane.
Players' forces are
But that doesn't work too much at the moment. Not even close to 5, is he? Another tiny by FoCuS, same position. But the Blade Master is on a prowl again. Amulet of the Wild for Furberg, not really comparable to the Ice Shard. Ooh, there's a sick red Congo line aiming at LawLiet's base. I have to hold this. Lots of decision making. I feel like game 1 was a lot about execution. This is more about movement and decision making. When to portal, where to portal, what to hold, what to sack. And here Carrion Swarm Nova is of course brilliant. Does it go on the cost? Oh, repair! Oh my god, they got it last second! But the Necropolis is down! So they can't TP. It's a 1-for-1 trade, with the 1-1 being better than the other one because the 1-1 was a tier 2 tech and the other one was a tier 1 tech. But that means they're not stopping here. Now we got a TP to the main. Yup, Lich Nuke! Neither the coil nor the damage arrives on the Lich. Expo down. Main down. So it's 2 base, 3 base, 2 base, 4 base soon. Yo, Labby and FoCuS, man, by far their best game so far. Far. My job is to use words. And that's what comes out of it. Love the spike barricades, by the way. As everybody knows, it's quite a base tradey game. Oh, it's Carrion Swarms though. Just when I asked how good is the Dreadlord, really good. Oh my, all peons just dead. LawLiet no TP for a long time. He got a Tomb of Retraining now as well. They can react, but they decide not to react. They calculate this perfectly again. They do. They portal home where it's only Soin. FoCuS has 1,000 gold. And Labby didn't portal with him. Gets more peons. Level 3. Yeah, no chance, man. The entire south of a lost temple belongs to FoCuS and Labby. That's insane. That's completely crazy.
A player's forces are under attack.
We might get game 3 here, boys. We have a Blade Master harassing. Does he own a staff? Yes, he does. So Labby is still going ham on the base. He's responding now. Is he just... Yeah, he's attacking the blade. His FoCuS is going toe-to-toe with LawLiet, but Kodos! Oh, 8 supply! Who took the fountain? It was 50-50. So the entire game is pretty much 50-50. Yeah, that was a horrible position. I mean, FoCuS has the bank to make up for it. And another kill, thanks to sleep. Not that meaningful, as Labby is taking another base! What the freak? Well. Soin is so dead. Oh, no, the AoE into the backline. That's exactly where the AoE is not allowed to hit. Blizzard, of course, nice to have. Farseer far up front, actually. But the healing was there, and LawLiet's army just got trashed in this fight. Healing is nice. Ice Revenant, he's here. Has arrived. Chaos damage, Vamp Aura, etc. That's the Shadow Hunter falling. That's a lot of army falling in the backline, I guess, but does it really matter? LawLiet has 1,200 gold that he's not spending. Maybe Soin just sent all the resources over. And there is a lot of damage in the backline. And Kingdom 4 heal scroll, Archmage, noobed, healed. And with that, they're out of this fight with another double kill. They call for the game. Make it a triple kill. FoCuS and Labby put their name on the board. What a development from yesterday. Game 1 already looked better for them than the series yesterday. And this one was grand. Well done, Dreadlord Ghouls. Dreadlord Ghouls with expansion working so well together. They were exposed to a timing, I guess, but then they ruined this timing with hero kills. Ice Revenant is POC. That's right. And Labby is taking a little break. Whoo, what a sick game. What a sick match in general. Labby showing up here. Yep, that was the case. Dreadlord was not so good early game. Well, he rarely is, right? That's not the... It's not the point. He's supposed to enable this expansion, and he does. And then he's crazy late game. Sleep was also pretty sweet. So 1-1. If FoCuS and Labby win this, they tie up the series, and then they have their strong 2-2 against the weak 2-2 with FoCuS and Kaho versus Happy and Soin. They might win this. Damn, what a cool match. Team Happy is mortal. Did you guys enjoy the broadcast so far? Had a good time with yAwS? A good time with the boys on the field? Very good time. Nice. Lesson 3, lesson 3, lesson 3. Nice. Hopefully you slide into a well-deserved weekend here with us, as I'm gonna be here the entire day, pretty much. Weekly Cup in 3 hours. This series will last for another hour and a bit, most likely. Sign up for the Weekly Cup, everybody. You're ready. Whirlo! Thank you for the 18 months. GG! Fun games, not a one-sided slapping. That's right. Guess we gotta join, what? No, we don't! Last second connection, off we go. Match point for all 4 players involved. Now that's rare to say. I don't hear the clock. Where's the clock? Oh, no clock. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, I think my game is in a bad state. I gotta restart so fast. Come on, Warcraft. Come on, Warcraft. Today's New Music Friday. Is there anything interesting in the release radar for you guys? Anything that made you pop? I was exposed to the new Carly Cosgrove song, and it's really freaking good. It's on my Twitter. Twitter.com/YannisOfficial. Tomorrow, new season of Grim Dawn starts. I have no idea what this is. But I'm glad you're hyped. By the way, I want to thank a lot of people. We uploaded a video on our YouTube, which was also streamed on Twitch, where we discussed the Torren move by Blizzard towards tier 2. And we were a little bit clickbaity there, putting Lynn on the cover, using a Lynn quote as well, which was part of the video. But that discussion in the comments was top notch. That was really good. It was one of the best Warcraft discussions that I've ever read on our YouTube. Really, really, really well done, community. My game box. Can't get past the Lion Gate anymore. Come on. Herring 528. Thank you for the 3-year resub. So sick, man. Longer than all my relationships. Your sub streak. Less than 3. Right back, mate. Now, there we go. Dong! Another join bug. Dong! What's on the menu tomorrow, by the way? Of course I'm gonna be casting for you guys. The 3rd day of the Doobie Cup. Team 40 versus Team Happy. Yo! If you have any plans for tomorrow afternoon, scratch them! If you are from the Americas region and you wanted to sleep in tomorrow, alarm set 12 a.m. p.m. noon. Go, 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 go. We try this again. Warcraft, you can do it. Hiya! Yesterday, my mind was blown. Yeah, I know. Technical difficulties. Stay tuned, okay? It's gonna work in a second. My mind was blown. Some member of the gym community mentioned that the Potom skills were never changed since Reign of Chaos release. That's 22 years. True Shot Aura and Searing Arrow never got a nerf or a buff or a change. Isn't that crazy? In today's world, what stays the same for 22 years? I don't know anything that stays the same for 22 years. My age? That's what you're telling yourself, mate. Why bother changing something that no one ever uses, Kappa? Well, so stuff gets used again. Me being single. Oh! Oh! That was a good one. Our love for Warcraft stayed. It increased. It increased. Our love for Warcraft gets buffed every day. Remo being handsome? Bro. Did you see him in like 2014 and earlier? Remo has a steady glow up. But man, Remo wasn't always this handsome. No. He's working hard on that. Level 10 Rogue, thank you for the Prime. Love it. Hit me with your best Prime. No, Remo's visuals clearly got a buff. Yep, they got patched real good. Game creation fails. Over and over and over. I need to patch my visuals. yAwS being a nice guy. The best! The best. How hard are you working? Dude, I'm sitting in a chair in front of a screen and I'm talking to some people. How hard is that? Like right now? It's rather easy. Neo got a nerf on the hair and compensated with a buff. Yeah, that's true. Big beard buff. Also, I think I got a nerf on my belly. A little bit. A little bit. Fingers crossed, everybody. Pray for game creation! Oh my god! Still on the verge. Still on the verge. Oh my god! Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers did it. Holy shit. If you ever needed proof for some higher being, I think we just got it. Scary. This is freaking scary. Thank the Lord for the game that we have received. The score is 1-1. It is Labby and FoCuS versus LawLiet and Soin. It is Turtle Rock. And it's the decider. If LawLiet and Soin win, they take the entire match. If FoCuS and Labby win, we have a 2-2 score prior to the final 2-2. Amen. Amen, everybody. We meet Sunday at church, 100%. We have to figure out what church, though. So, on the upper left-hand side, Soin and LawLiet, they realized the big maps are really good for the Dreadlord Ghoul play, so they picked the smallest map available. Someone clipped that? Nice! You guys are getting better at clipping, I gotta say. Appreciate it. Highlight Steve, of course. MVP. So. Fastia Archmage, I think that was to be expected. On the other side, Fastia DK. How gimmicky is the LabyRinth FoCuS team? They are going ghouls this time, so it's a mix of game 1 and 2. While they ditched the Dreadlord, which is understandable and the right call, ghouls might be very useful here. Especially if you might get an early surround somewhere. 3 damage here. But Turtle still goes to Labby. LawLiet creeping his fast level 2 while Soin is creating time. And space maybe even. think these school plays are the right call. Funny how we got the one-on-one
Players' forces are under attack.
of Soin and Labby back. Nice, man. That was almost happy-esque. Labby stepping it up a notch. LawLiet. Oh, there with the combined push towards Soin. This could hurt now. Ghouls are not in the prime shape they could be in. If they get the burrow. Oh, this is mad. Wolf damage gone. Is that enough? He's losing a ton of lumber. And also a worker or two. Let's repair now. New wolves. Oh, they get it. They get it, don't they? Don't they? Close. He got it. Oh, wow. Oh, Soin can't go for a second hero. That's so bad. LawLiet, though, all of a sudden with the militia surround that he brought in. Huge support. This early game in shambles. If the DK, I mean, the DK is forced into a TP, but with damage done, 2 more workers falling, also a headhunter down that currently he can't replace. Sick surgical strike. And they might turn this clan war around. Lumber is gonna be super low for LawLiet and Soin. Good hold. This could have been worse. Way worse. Gotta be careful though. Fastia low. Economy low. They're just doubling down on these attacks. He had no shop. He has no heal self. At least he's getting the second hero out. But no clarity for you. In the meantime though, look at the block. Soin again with great execution. Well, Labby is preparing another attack on another creep spot. Their attacks unfold. Tier 3 on the way. Tier 3, well, Tier 2 almost finished. Graveyard is incredibly late, unfortunately. Delaying statues, but you can still go lich. Double TC and Paladin. No fans of the Blood Mage, huh? Great plays by both sides. Yeah, I feel like this is the topic of the day. Almost all players are accelerating towards the Tier 3. The damage mitigation by that stomp alone, but they're doubling down on that burrow. Same situation as before, just with the Scroll of the Beast here and with the TC in the mix. Oh, they got the burrow, but at what cost? 2 more ghouls down, a headhunter surviving on nothing. DK, hola. You doing there, mate?
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
Yeah, I'd give this game towards Labby and FoCuS so far. I mean, this is supposed to be the weak spot. And at some point, Soin and LawLiet must be going for an expo? But how? Space creation, Labby. Probably switching into Fiend soon. I thought for a second it's double graveyard, but no, it's all out. Pulling over from afar, playing this well. Hard to get a foot on the ground. XP goes to Soin. Item though, arguably more important, maybe? Maybe continuously investing some Ghouls that are not that necessary at that point, I feel. Dust settles. Labby is low supply. Might be a chance for LawLiet and Soin to get a foot on the ground, but this game is not going according to plan. Not at all.
Are under attack.
Soin, I hope you're not forgetting about your burrow. You need one. Dude, just ruthless aggression. Even without a pit lord this time. Dark Ranger, classic. And Soin. I don't know if his reinforced defenses button is broken or what, but he didn't upgrade it in 1-on-1 and he doesn't upgrade it in 2-on-2, and he's on the receiving end of that joke the entire day. Always jumping on him. Combined red spot creep, TC with the cloak, which is really good. Jumping in the middle of it all. What an invite! Oh no! FoCuS just dies! This is a little bit of a disaster here, isn't it? Lich, Herd, DK behind enemy lines. The stomp again. Going for the hero kill. FoCuS and Labby with a huge opportunity here as Soin is down the dumpster. LabyRinth also not the greatest army, but of course the heroes are looking nice. Can't say the same about the Soin side. More and more units are falling. Militia's coming in. Lich level 2. TCs both hurt. Both need support. Lots of attack from LawLiet trying to drain some mana to prevent the next storm. Flooding the battlefield with all these militia. Would love to have some additional AoE against them now, but all of a sudden FoCuS and Labby, their army looks tiny. Soin though, no gold, no lumber. Might have sent it all over as he can't rebuild anyway. And that might enable a strong human pendulum as Labby is losing more and more and more. Still supply lead. Kinda even actually. Ooh, this looked like a horrible start.
A player's
As they
forces are
lost the
under attack.
FoCuS in no time. But of course, you try everything when the series is on the line. Another fight, of course. Wave after wave. But this TC with the Stomp and the Cloak of Flames is doing absurd amount of damage alongside the FoCuS, who's back. He was benched the entire time. Put me in, put me in. Of course, there was a time limit on it. Do we have heal scrolls? One on Labby. Oh, the value is gonna be good. Gonna be real juicy. Level 4 on the DK. Level up on the Dark Ranger. The Chain Lightning just tickles because, of course, that FoCuS was benched for a long time. And now slowly but steady, they're taking over. Growing that XP lead from 5 to 10 to 20. Getting more and more impressive. BTW Clemens, thank you for the 46 month. Moin aus Hamburg. Moin aus Hamburg zurück. Telwin the 5th, thank you very much for 67 month. You guys are crazy. Subbing for so long. 5 years and counting. 4 years close. These militia. They might have saved fights before. Twice actually. But not here. Not now. I think we're in for a big surprise. LawLiet and Soin was supposed to be the strong 2-on-2 team for Team Happy. And here they are. Losing to the supposed weaker team of Team Kaho. Yeah, LawLiet is getting picked apart. There's not much left for him. Not even the Pally getting stormed. Nuked. That's a hero kill. The javelins. Too strong, too powerful. We basically have two one-on-ones with FoCuS. I mean, I don't know if they can be friends anymore after. And Labby is doing the same to Soin. No chance, no more. Wow, they take the loser's choice map off of them. With just brilliant play, brilliant timings. I did not expect them to be so ruthless. GG, the series is tied. 2-2 between Team Happy and Team Kaho. It's all down to one more map. Or one more series, really.